everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Chargers coming in at 9-4, going up against the Chiefs, who come in at 10-3. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. It's Hill, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
319!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This offense has talent, and certainly Keenan Allen, he has a lot of talent.
And he plays so hard each and every week. He's a guy who demands the football.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On play action, now Rodgers. Hunter Henry brings it in. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second down and just 1. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Rodgers to throw. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the starting offense. They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll lose lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. A 3rd down. He tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And right side, Henry's got it. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Let's go. Blue, land it. Leopard, leopard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
All right, here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Over.
He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Hill with it over the middle. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up.
That's caught at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the left side, a catch by White. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime, and now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So if you like field goals, this is your... never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him a couple yards. He's out of bounds right around the 23. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
10 yards still left on second down. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
He'll drop to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got time. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Another pistol look here.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Well, the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On is the Chargers punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
All right, here we go. Green, 30 number.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Lawrence Virgil. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Hill with it over the middle. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them up and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. Rodgers going to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He drops it off for Bernard. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Rodgers to throw once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And again, it's Rodgers. They complete it to Hill. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.